Oh,
nice.
And it was all of us like in the back of a truck. And I don't know if it was you or someone else who fell out of the truck and was running after it. Or was it Wes?
I don't know. I think it was Wes.
Just other styles. There's an ant on your floor.
That's tough.
Don't kill it. Shout out the ant.
Channing Tatum pull up. Yeah. That's the real question he wants to ask.
Did the janitor start dancing too? So what's your degree in?
A Bachelor of Arts in Dance.
Nice.
So what can you do with that?
Very
so that's what I'm gonna do
educational.
with my degree.
Yeah. There you go, boys.
I wasn't
Let's
trying
go.
to sound like I don't know. I didn't mean it.
What are you gonna do with dance?
What?
I also injured my leg last August. I tore my meniscus.
Oh,
Get
damn.
it. Doing the stinky leg.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
How long did you last without the shoes?
Why didn't you have your shoes off?
That's what I was saying.
No,
like,
I wasn't trying
like
to
this guy.
flex.
Let's see you
No,
go without
that's
your
not
shoes on.
Hey yo, we here in downtown Kansas City, dog, and you already know I'm repping, bro. I'm repping. We're repping, bro. I've had 2 people ask me about the podcast. Let's go.
So like I used to always walk around.
That's a bar. I own.
And we're back.
Was good.
Drums Are Flats, the podcast, episode
16?
15, 16?
Question mark.
Question mark. Do you remember the last episode you just watched?
No, that was one with Ash on it. I don't know.
Oh, that's like
Oh, tough.
7,
Here, let's
maybe.
That's way back.
I think we're on 6.
17.
I think
16.
Hold on. No.
Oh,
16.
I know the year in review was point something, 0.5, 15.5.
15.
Let's see. We are on 16.
16. Welcome back. Drums Are Flats, the podcast,
16.
episode 16.
Let's go.
We're about a year and a few months into this, and we're on episode 16.
Yup.
We're here with a very, very
Special.
famous
No.
Special.
scene. Let's see, what's a good word? Out there guest. You
Out there.
I mean, like you've
You're out
traveled
there.
the world. You're I'm sure you're known. You've done a video with was it Shireen who directed that little short movie you're in, or was it somebody else?
It was somebody else. Are you talking about the?
I can't remember what it's called, but you're dancing and they're like like you're dancing in a field, and then
Oh, Singwa.
yeah, I couldn't remember the name.
Check it out by Natalie Benali.
Oh,
There you
okay,
go.
that's who it was. Yeah, I'm sure that's been played all over, right?
Probably. I think they submitted it to some film festivals, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't heard from them in a while. They're pretty busy.
Okay, so yeah, scene. That's cool. We're here today with Than Povi Martinez. This is episode 16. We are starting to branch out and interview people who've seen the world within our communities.
Nice.
Than
Bars.
Povi, you want to introduce yourself to the viewers?
Sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Than Povi Martinez. I go by Povi for short for the white people because they can never pronounce my freaking name. It's always too hard for them, so Povi. But if you know me, call me Than Povi.
Valid.
Shout
out white people.
Shout out white people.
Don't shout them out. They're already there. Whatchamacallit? Graduated May 4th from Loyola Marymount University.
Go. Congrats.
Go.
Thank you. Got full ride on the Davis Scholarship.
Let's go.
Damn.
No money out of my pocket, just sweat and tears and sleepless nights.
Nice. Those are fun.
And born and raised Pueblo de San Ildefonso, Pojo Wingue. These are my cousins, of course. Family owned.
Let's go.
And I'm a dancer. I do modeling, do some writing. That's it. I'm good at physical therapy, kind of trying to do that.
Nice.
People call me
Nice.
humble, but I just don't know what. I'm just me. That's it.
I think humble's a good word. I mean,
Yeah.
with everything you've done and everything you've seen, you could easily be like somebody walking around a big head,
Yeah.
like, trying to
Yonka
act like
already
you're
tells
better.
me I have a big head, so she has already ruined my ego. That way.
That's tough.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, we got Than Povi in the building today. As you can see, we're in our old set. We were just remodeling. We did a little bit better of a paint job. This is the summer of chaos, so we'll see what happens for the rest of the summer. Let's see. How long has it been? Like a month?
About
Month and a half?
About a month.
This is the last episode.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Month and a half.
Yeah.
Got anything going on currently?
Yeah. Have you been busy since you've been home?
Yeah, I got 2 jobs. One in Santa Fe, working at a clothing store for the brand that I've been modeling for
Oh, wow.
Kinship.
Cool.
Pretty cool. First indigenous owned upcycle clothing brand on Canyon Road. And it's like only one of 5 indigenous owned stores out of like 10,000, I think, in Santa Fe.
10,000?
Check me on the numbers. I could be wrong on that, but it's
That's
a very
cool.
small percentage. And then the other is back in my home studio at Moving Arts Española at the Dome, and I'm their assistant gymnastics teacher and ballet teacher.
Damn.
Oh, that's the one in by the casino, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen the headline in things the Albuquerque Journal yesterday that they
Yeah.
have to move.
Yeah, okay, Winge is kind of kicking them out.
That's,
Tough.
that's
Not gonna say too much, but yeah, they're tearing the Dome down.
yeah. I didn't know they were tearing it down. I just seen that the Pueblo wanted to use that space for something else, which is kind of crazy.
Tough.
They're claiming some sort of hazard for the children's safety, but
You call them
There's some-
BS?
I call BS. There's homophobia at play.
Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
sucks.
Moving Arts. I didn't know. That's so. Have you been there just working, or you've actually like participated and been part of like programs there?
Both. I started dancing there when they first opened up in 2008, and I was about 5. That was the first time I got into anything. And then from there, I did their summer programs. I did their classes. That's how I got into hip hop, ballet, gymnastics. I did circus too. It was all crazy when I was little. And now,
She's like, whoa, looking back on it. That was a crazy time.
no, literally, I'm like, yeah, goddamn. Good days. But from there, did their summer programs, did their classes, grew out from there, transferred up to White Rock. Dark times up there. Dark times. Then came back later on to work with them as a teacher, an assistant teacher, and just like give input as one of the alum.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So now that I think about it, did you ever go to the Pueblo summer program?
Yeah, I did when we were really little.
Really little?
There's this one specific memory I have when they still had the farming program, and it was all of us like in the back of a truck. And I don't know if it was you or someone else who fell out of the truck and was running after it. Or was it Wes?
I don't know. I think it was Wes. I think it was Wes. I don't think that was me.
He has those memories blocked off. He doesn't want to remember.
The only thing I remember embarrassing happening to me is we took a trip to Black Mesa and we climbed it and I fell. And I fell onto some cactus.
I remember that.
Yeah, they had to send me home.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like cactus in my ass and everything. It was
Had
tough.
to go home.
Yeah. I don't even think we were that far up either. I think
That's
we just
crazy.
started.
We didn't even get up the rocky part yet. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I remember that. That's like the one like core summer program haunting memory I have.
That's hilarious.
No, I think I went to the summer program till like it was about maybe around like 6 or 7.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you when we were older. Like,
Yeah, kind of
that
tapped
makes
out.
sense.
I started going to the like summer intensives for dance in my freshman year summer. So that's when I started kind of going away.
Yeah.
That's cool. So was it something you wanted to do, or like your mom signed you up?
Excuse me. It was both. My mom saw that I was really, well, my mom and my saya, but my mom, she saw that I was really dedicated to doing the dance and going to the classes. So she found classes for me and signed me up. And she was like, "You want to do this?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You want this level or this level?" And I was like, "That level." And she did all the paperwork for me. And then my saya would take me and then she'd drop me off. And I'd just be like, "Oh, I'm in a new place with new people I don't know, but I'm dancing."
Well, that's cool. Do you remember they used to take us to? I don't know if you were there still, but they took us to the like some building. I don't know, it was in Espanola somewhere. I don't think it was the
NDI
moving
one?
place, but it was. I don't know.
I know what you're
maybe.
talking about.
It's like that building behind that dealership.
Old dealership.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we used to do like dance, like
It was
that,
a little
like,
gymnastic
groups.
type.
Was it? It was either was it Espanola High or was it like not McCurdy? Was it that old gym like when you get into Espanola?
Yeah, like across from the Lottaburger in that area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was old moving arts.
Oh, it's the old moving arts.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where they were
okay,
before they
okay.
moved to the dome.
All right, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I remember like going to that, and like there was like different like stations you could go to, and there was like
Yeah.
hip hop, and then there was like the gymnastics and stuff.
I don't think I ever did that with you guys, but yeah.
I remember I was too fat to do all that. I would go for the vibes, or I had to go. I mean, I was going to the program, so I was like there, and I was like, "Damn, this ain't my vibe."
Yeah.
It was cool. The little hip hop. I remember the little hip hop section. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I want to go do that," but nah.
Yeah, I remember they used to be like spinning on their head and stuff.
Yeah.
The only person I knew that was actually like doing good was Cameron Tenorio.
Yeah.
He was like actually, I think he actually like went to like a summer with them too or something.
That's
I think
sick.
so.
I
I might be
didn't know
wrong,
that.
but he was like he must have impressed them because I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's what I remember. So that makes sense then. So that was old moving arts, and then they moved to San Juan.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. Dang. So were you just like at? My sister used to have this like video. It was called like cheerleader or something, and she used to like dance to it the whole like a lot. Is that like what you used to do like when you were younger or something, or you just always just been like you'd hear music and you just start dancing or?
Honestly, what actually got me started was seeing the Nutcracker, the Sugar Plum Fairy, and I was like, I want to be like that. She's so pretty. And then my style signed me up for ballet the next summer.
Wow.
But in terms of dancing, as much as I love ballet and it's really helped me in a lot of things, it really sucked the artistry out of me. So how you see more like street style and hip hoppers and just other styles, there's an ant on your floor.
That's tough.
Don't kill it. Shout out to Ant.
I think we're good.
Yo, shout out to Ant. He
Shout
wanted
out
to
to
get on
Ant.
the app.
We'll
No.
put featuring Than Povi and the ant.
Yeah, and the app.
No, but I would say I've always had a hard time doing like my own type of style on my own, because for the longest time, this is kind of dumb, but not really, I didn't know that you were supposed to train outside of the studio. I thought that was something that was like specific for there. You know how we go to the Kiva,
Yeah.
and like that's the only time we listen to those songs and like practice those types of moves. That's how I thought it was for up there. And then I don't know who it was. I think it was one of my white friends. She was like, you want to train with me? And I was like, what the fuck, train? like cross country? And she was like, why would you run? And I was like, because that's how you train. And she's like, no. And she showed me like different foot exercises and how she stretches and does all these different workouts. And I was like, I think this was middle school. And I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't know you were supposed to practice outside of it and that you could be creative for it, that you were allowed to be creative. That's my thing, is that I always saw myself as like a vessel, where to be like the choreographer's vision. Like they give me this, I do it to the best of my ability and try and like execute it perfectly. But when they were like, here, have control over your body and like your creativity, I would freeze up and I'd be like, what the fuck is happening? Sorry, say I didn't mean to cuss.
I know you're the one that told us.
I know I broke the scene.
Tough. We're
That's
gonna have a
funny.
little counter right here.
We'll put the Than Povi cuss counter in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
One.
funny. Wow, that's cool. I mean, shout out your mom and your Saya for doing that for you, because
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, it's not really like the parents' fault too either, because like sometimes you don't have like the money to like sign up for your kids for classes and stuff like that. But I mean, at least they took the
The
step.
sacrifice, the time, the dedication,
Yeah.
and all that.
Because I mean, look where you're at now.
Yeah.
I mean, that like you wouldn't be, because I think I seen. Were you in Egypt for dancing, or is that just a trip?
I was in Palestine, Israel, and Jordan. That was for a trip and also for a study abroad program for dance.
Oh, okay. So it's like you wouldn't have those opportunities if like you didn't do what you did when you were younger, and so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for them, because being a little kid, I was like, I want this class, I want this class, I want that class. I didn't realize what money was at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very thankful that they were able to not only convince me to like really focus on the classes that I wanted to, but they would allow me when the funds were enough to indulge and like explore different things and like have different opportunities. So I'm lucky for that.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
That's cool.
Heck yeah. So, do you have one?
No, go ahead.
No. So you did like classes and stuff at the Moving Arts, and then you said you went to White Rocks. Where did so did you like graduate from like their programs to that one, and you were done over there, or like?
Kind of, yeah. I eventually got to I reached the capstone where they said that I was too advanced for their levels. So they recommended me to the studio up in White Rock called Dance Arts Los Alamos. And that was underneath what is it? What's it called? My mind is blinking. Not the leadership, but like he was the dance master or the ballet master of that area. His name was Jonathan Guys. He's the only name that I can remember because it kind of gave me trauma. But.
Uh-oh.
Tough.
No, it was more of like the brown kid trauma where I was the only brown kid in a bunch of white faces, and he was
yeah.
like, "Ugh,"
Yeah,
and put me to the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wow.
But yeah, that was around 4th grade when I transferred schools from Santa Clara to Chamisa, and then started dancing up there.
So you never went to the day school?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Only for their summer program when my Seau worked there as a cook.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I had known you were in White Rock doing a dance because like when I would spend like the weekends with Zach and Denise, we would go to like the games and stuff. And I remember one time we were driving by a building and Zach was like, "Oh, that's where Than Povi goes for dance or something."
Aw.
And I was like, "What? I didn't know she did it up here too." But that's cool. So after that, when did you finish with that? Was that just like a 4th grade to like your freshman
grade
year or
to-
something?
Yeah, like 8th grade, because then I auditioned for New Mexico School for the Arts. You guys, all the cousins were always really like socially cool, and they were always the cool kids, the popular kids. Up there in Los Alamos and White Rock, I was very like antisocial, very awkward, because I only went to dance and then I went home. I also didn't realize that you were allowed to hang out with your friends after school, because I just went to dance and went home, and I was like, what? When I first found that out, I was like, that's crazy. But I read a lot of books, and then I auditioned for New Mexico School for the Arts. Went there my freshman year. Went there for 3 years, graduated a year early because I got requested to be at a ballet program in Chicago. So I did that, combined my junior and senior year, graduated that 2019. We were the last class in the old Catholic school for NMSA, and also the last class before COVID. hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dang.
And
It
then
worked
there was
out in your favor.
Yeah, it did. And there was only 3
crazy.
of us in the dance department.
Oh, wow.
Me, my friend Violet, and my friend Maya. Pretty cool. That guy was also an asshole. Who was our ballet master that year? John Celia. Ugly motherfucker.
Damn. All these Johns that are assholes.
That's tough.
Takes one to know one.
That's tough.
It's alright.
So how was that process? Like the auditioning and stuff to get into the School of the Arts?
Is it like sending tapes to them, or like do they,
I
or is it
think
like the school more like sends your stuff to them? They're like, hey, look at this.
it was a combination of both. Like you could do a video audition where they give you specific things to do, and like you give them like a combination for ballet for bar, and then in the center, and then you show them like a combination for jazz, and then your contemporary, which is kind of like wiggling around, and you either create like a solo or you have someone choreograph it for you. But the way that it worked for me is I did it in person. So we had a ballet class, a jazz class, a modern class, and then we had our solos. And I got recommended not only by Roger Montoya, who is the artistic director, that's what it called, artistic director for Moving Arts, but also the late, well, he's not dead, one of the past artistic directors, the past dance chairs for NMSA, Adam McKinney. So they weren't allowed to really contribute their opinion because they were biased for me, but they were one of the judges, and that it was like around like 6 judges, I think, who like made the decisions and stuff.
Wow. Have you ever seen the movie Step Up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was your school like that?
No.
No, not at all.
Well,
He
kind
based
of
a
in
lot
way.
of things in life off of movies he's seen.
We found that out like an hour ago.
Yeah,
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
This fucking guy. Channing Tatum pull up. That's the real question he wants to ask.
Did the janitor start dancing too?
Unfortunately, no. But it kind of sucks because the way that the school was built, it was so small that the dancers would have to go away to a different studio. So it was the visual artists, the musicians, and the theater kids all in the same building. Theater kids would be in the big rehearsal hall or the gym. Music kids would be scattered throughout the classrooms, and visual arts kids would mostly be upstairs or around the school area, like doing their projects. But when we would do what's called Art Spring, at the end of the year, NMSA would perform at the Lensic. So all 4 divisions would work together, and the dancers would finally get to be there to do the rehearsals for the performance aspect.
Wow. That's cool.
It was small, it was moldy, it was falling apart, there was
Tough.
Jesus paintings everywhere, but it was home.
It was home.
It was
That's cool.
Jesus pieces everywhere.
Jesus pieces.
Jesus paintings, not Reese's Pieces.
Same thing.
Oh, that's cool. Was it I mean, I'm trying to phrase this right.
What are you trying to phrase?
I don't know. Well, she's never been to like a regular
The
high school.
school?
So that's what I was about to ask her, like, how it's different. But like, I guess you have friends that went to regular high school. So like, how would
No.
you say?
NMSA is a charter school before they moved to Sambo School, and they became more of like a private school, I think now. But I would have never survived in a public school, high school, just because I don't know, just the way of the dynamics working there is a lot different than how it was over at NMSA, because everyone was weird there. They all had their different quirks and everything. They were all artists. They were just goofy. It
But-
was like
I don't want to say mean, but like your type of people, you know, like
quirky,
or like
dorky,
you guys
yeah.
could like relate to things rather than like
Yeah,
I
instead of
feel
being
like
the
in
odd
a-
one out.
yeah. I feel like in a public school, it's like it's not like a mean thing, but it just mean like more artistic people like
I pushed out.
sway
Yeah,
or like like are pushed away. Like
yeah, that's how
it would have been harder to like be yourself, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. Towards the end of middle school, I was just like, just a few more days. You just got to get through the rest of the semester. Then you can have the summer and then go to NMSA. I didn't like public school. Like, it was good. I had the cousins, but like I said, they had all their friends, and I was just kind of like doing my dance thing. And I was like, why is it so hard to relate to everyone? Because my mind is maybe I
Elsewhere.
have ADHD. I don't know. But yeah.
But that's cool though. Like, you know, at the end of the day, you had a different experience, and that like can help you in the future with other things. Like, you don't have to like fall back on like the norm of things. I think that's cool.
100%. I think everyone has their own unique abilities and capabilities to different situations, and everyone can be leaders in their own rights. Public school just wouldn't have allowed me to be where I am today. Maybe I would have had more opportunity to study for college and going into the sciences, because I did want to add science to my degree that I got, but I'm not the best at math, and having freshman year of college and COVID really messed me up.
Yeah.
But yeah, things happen for a reason, and yeah.
How was college? It's in LA, right? How was that?
It was really hard
Was
because
it?
it was a culture shock, not only community-wise, but also spatial-wise, because compared to Los Angeles, there's so much room to breathe here. You can see the sky, you can see the plateaus, you can see out for everywhere. But in Los Angeles, it's buildings everywhere, streets, it's always loud. There's the dome of smog. It's gross. There's people everywhere. You can't find any peace and quiet. Like, I'm not the best. It's really hard for me to be outgoing. I'm not very extroverted. So that was difficult for me in making new friends. I was like, I'm just going to go to class, focus on the work, and then go home and do my homework. But it was interesting because there wasn't a big Native community out that way either. It was less than 10 students admitted in all 4 years,
Wow.
throughout the 4 years that I was there. And the only form of Native representation that I found was a sticker that said Tewa Strong on a trash can.
That's cool though.
And then they eventually replaced the trash cans, and I was like, there goes our representation.
Dang.
Nah, but it was cool. It was interesting. Met a lot of cool people, really entitled people. Like, I didn't realize that the school I went to was for like rich kids.
Rich people.
Like, Kevin Hart's daughter went
Oh,
there.
wow.
And I was like, what the fudge?
Dang.
Wow.
But yeah, it was difficult. It was good. I learned a lot about myself, but I had a really hard time with the academics and just focusing.
So what, out of your friend group, were you the only one that went there? Or did you have friends that went there too?
I made friends that went there.
Oh,
It took
okay.
a while, but I made friends. And then the ones that I kept in contact with from past summer programs and school, I would talk to them occasionally. They were doing their own thing in different parts of the world.
Mm. That's cool. Did you miss home a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. It was pretty lonely. I would try to explore Los Angeles as much as I could, but I got overwhelmed easily.
Yeah.
So then I would just be like,
I'm sure it was scary too, right? Like I don't know. I'd
Big
be
city.
scared.
I was
Yeah.
like, I wish that I got like a taser, some pepper spray, and a good knife, but whenever I went out, I just had my keys. I was free balling it. I was like,
Oh
okay,
my
let's go.
God.
Don't go anywhere after dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. There's some pretty places out that way. Towards the end of my time there, after I graduated, I visited the Huntington Botanical Gardens in Pasadena, which is really cool.
Oh, wow.
Highly recommend if you ever go out that way. Saw some trails with some of my friends, hiked up the Hollywood sign twice. That was pretty cool. And then just downtown is sketchy.
Mm.
Just watch your back if you go down there, especially at nighttime.
Watch your back.
Did you like eat anywhere like noteworthy? Like there's like I've heard there's a lot of good places to eat unless like the LA area.
Have you tried Korean barbecue?
I've never tried it.
I've made it like at home, like, you know what I mean, like their type of recipe. I like to cook, so that's why.
Nice.
Yeah,
Aw,
so
good.
they have
That's
really good fried chicken and stuff. There's probably like
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good fried chicken, good like different Asian cuisines. They have like Vietnamese, Thai, Korean, Chinese, a lot of Mexican. Different things, yeah. Very
That's
good.
cool.
Lots of noodles. But it was
Mm.
cool because especially for Korean barbecue, if you guys get the chance, you get to cook your own meat and
Mhm,
everything.
mhm.
And then if they see you don't know what you're doing, the waiters will take pity on you and then cook it for you.
Did you point at me?
Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's tough. Wow. So you were out there for 4 years. Dang. Wow. Did you have anybody like besides like your obviously like your immediate family, like your Saya and your mom and them? Did you have anybody else like from home that you talked to a lot that kept you kind of like
Grounded.
yeah.
Mm. Yes and no. Like I would talk to Maddox and Graham and Yonka, like every now and again. Sometimes honestly, aside from immediate family, it was more so I talked to my friend that I met in Chicago, who was going to school out in North Carolina. One of my other friends I went to high school with, her name was Violet. Would talk to her occasionally. And then this past beginning of the year, I made some friends with some native artists, so I would reach out to them a lot and speak with them. But yeah, no, I would talk to my Saya and Tete and my mom a lot. Just call them and be like, "No, guess what happened today?" And they'd be like, "Shut up, you're fine."
Mm.
No,
Yeah.
they were good pep talkers.
That's cool. Did you talk to them every day?
Not really.
No.
Like I would try to talk to them a few times a week, like 2 to 3 times when I had the time.
I know some people are different. Like Ash, when Ash was gone in Phoenix, she would talk to my mom every day, like call her.
Mm.
But like when I went to college for my 1 year, I would talk to them when I wanted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like they let you have your space, let you grow. And my mom and my tete and Koa Mama did that. But say I was always like, "What are you doing? What are you up to? Good night. Good morning. I love you." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's
She's
good.
good. It was both
That's
good and
cute.
bad because it was nice to know that there was someone thinking of me.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'd feel bad because I'd get all caught up in the business and then she'd be sending it and I'd be like, "Oh, sorry. Good morning."
Yeah, well, that's cool. Did you ever like feel like leaving and coming home at all, or were you always just like I'm determined? I got this. I'm not coming back until it's done.
A little bit of both because I wanted to come home always, all the time, just because I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a student. But what kept me going was the opportunity that I had academically, is that I got to go to all 4 years and not have to worry about being in debt,
Mhm.
and basically didn't have to worry about my pockets coming out empty at the end of my college education. So that's what kind of kept me going, was if I gave up on that, I would be not only giving up on myself, but giving up on the people who believed in me enough to do
Mhm.
it. And that kind of made me anxious, but also kept me going.
Mhm.
It was
What?
like people believed in me, so I didn't want to let them down.
Okay. So, like, so what's your degree in?
A Bachelor of Arts in Dance.
Nice.
So what can you do with that? No, just ask. I don't know.
Well,
Most days, most college degrees, you can't even do anything with in general. So
thank you. I appreciate that. No, but I can either go back for my master's to become a teacher in a specific linguistic of dance, like a specific I could be a dance historian, or I can continue. You don't necessarily need a degree to become a like what's called a concert dancer, where you go into the companies and you are a part of the company and you dance with them and you have to renew your contract. But for what's called commercial style of dance, like the dancers who are background dancers in TV and movies and commercials, the program I went to was kind of catered towards that, where it taught you how to present yourself in auditions, how to make a dance reel, how to talk to not like scouts, but just have your knowledge and your wits about you about getting into the dance world in that way. It's very cutthroat. All the dance world's very cutthroat, but commercial is like it'll eat you alive. And I can either continue training and go into either of those fields, or I can go back to school and become more educated to get my PhD or a master's to teach dance officially. But what I want to do is go back to school eventually to get my master's, I think is how I'm saying it right, in physical therapy. Because I've always like enjoyed learning about the body, and like bringing accessibility back to the people has always been my goal. Because you know how they're always like telling us, go out, learn things, and then don't worry about home because it's always going to be here, but come back so you can teach us. That's what I want to do, is bring dance to communities in a way that's accessible to them, not only to create spaces where like younger generations and older generations and everyone in between can just use movement to express themselves, but also use movement to heal themselves. Yep, exactly.
Bars.
Especially for the elder generation. I was like telepathic. No, but for the older generations, I want them to like get them moving their body so they can have the longevity. And you know how they're always like, my knee, my back, my arm hurts, and I'm like, where does it hurt? Where are you hurting? And then they say it's like right here, and then I'm like, does it hurt here? And I just kind of run through where their body it could be hurting. I'm like, if you do it this way, then and you do this like consistently, it can help you like get stronger, like get more flexible. Because a lot of what pains are in the body is weaknesses in certain areas. So if you just do small exercises every day, it'll not only make your body stronger but more flexible. So then you won't be hurting because your body won't be compensating in a weird way because you can't like fully hold yourself strong. And I'm able to phrase it in a way that people can, with analogies that it's more understandable. Because not to call out my mom, but she got her MRI finally for her knee because she messed it up for softball. And she showed me her results, and she's like, tell me what this means. And because I studied kinesiology, that was one of our courses that we had to do, I was able to read through it, and like I was surprised that I'd actually used what I learned in real life. I was like, oh gosh, help to pay attention to class this time around. But I was able to tell her what was wrong, and she's doing okay. Just has to take care of her body and go slow. But I was like, this is what's wrong, this, that. She was like, damn, thanks for telling me, but damn.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm most scared of. Is like when I get older, it's like I'm gonna think I'm still like I can still do like what I used to do like now.
The muscle memory.
And I'm gonna like mess something up. And that's crazy.
As you get older, your body remembers, but you also just have to take more steps to ensure that your longevity continues, because like the fat pads in the bottom of your feet, between your knees, and between your spine even, you start to lose a lot of hydration and it starts to wear down, so you have less stability in your feet when you get older, and your muscles deteriorate faster when you're older just because of muscle atrophy and how the body is decaying after a certain age basically. So it's just about vitamins, minerals, hydration, rest, but also strengthening too. And a lot of people, especially Native community, don't know that.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Very
so that's what I'm gonna do
educational.
with my degree.
Yeah.
Wasn't-
There you
I
go,
wasn't-
boys.
I wasn't
Let's
trying
go.
to sound like I don't know. I didn't mean it.
What are you gonna do with dance?
Well, I mean, like,
No, I'm just kidding.
I just didn't know if it was like a like a school, like a regular college, but there's like an accredited dance program, and that's why you went.
Well,
Or
for like for example, for Juilliard, when you graduate from there, you get what's called a BFA, which is a Bachelor of Fine Arts. So you're mostly dedicated and focused to the art and technique of dance and like everything around it, different styles, different linguistics, different like histories of movement. But the way that it worked for us is a Bachelor of Arts, so we had to include general ed in it. So we had different divisions of academics that was like focused in history, English, math, sciences, and also just like world history in a way.
Yeah.
But for the dance portion of it, a lot of the professors were saying that we were doing so much work it should have qualified as a BFA, but we only got a BA. And I think within this year after me coming up, they're going to be able to do their coursework for a BFA, so that'll give them like a different level of credit. But it all determines what you do with your degree, determines like how you go forward with it, just like how your experience in college is based off how you deal with it.
Sky.
I know. I can't. You can't go one episode without freaking
That's
doing
crazy.
something crazy.
Damn. I had a question to ask you, now I lost it, bro. Thinking about this guy right here.
My bad. My bad.
When you were out there, did you like educate the people on like where you're from, like our culture, anything like that?
I did.
You're like, hey, bruh, natives are alive and they're in New Mexico.
This is how we do
Come
it.
visit.
Did you meet people who thought New Mexico was part of Mexico?
Oh, a lot of them. It was the.
Bro, when I went to UNM, people didn't even know where Santa Fe was. So,
Really?
Yeah.
What the damn?
Yeah.
They're in UNM.
Yeah, I'd always have to say like I live north of Santa Fe, and they'd be like, "Where's Santa Fe?" I'm like,
That's the capital,
"Are
bro.
you
That's
stupid?" Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. So ever since I got that perspective, I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't imagine how naive people are elsewhere." You know?
When I went to Ballet Chicago, it was really funny because the ballet mistress and the ballet master, the ballet mistress, her name is Patricia Blair. Ugh, like Blair Witch Project. She's a freaking witch.
Dang, shots fired. Patricia,
Like,
watch out.
Yeah.
I doubt she'll watch this. I hope not. But if not, you were a meanie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Air it out. Air it out.
We'll egg her car for you. Just
Yeah.
give us the
No, but when
Addy.
she came, it was a whole audition process because I didn't fully audition for the program. She came, I examined me, sound that they were there, and she like contorted my body this way and that way. And she looked at them and she's all, she has good potential to become a ballet dancer. She sounds all nasally, like a rodent. I don't know, I'm scared. I
Patricia.
feel like she's gonna watch this. I hope she doesn't.
Does she like follow you? Like,
No, I don't think so. Fuck you, Patricia Blair.
I didn't hear that. Boy. Fuck you, Patricia.
No, but what my friend Mia told me, that the one who's in North Carolina now, was that when she went back before I came out for the program, she was like, okay, everybody, we're getting a Native American girl from the reservation. This is her first time out in the big city before.
Oh god.
It was not my first time out in a big city before. She's like, so you have to be very nice and gentle with her because this is her first time around away from home like this. And it was so beautiful because her grandfather and her grandmother presented her to me dressed in their full regalia.
Oh my god.
They were dressed in their regular ass clothes. I thought that was like, my braid is sacred, I guess. I was like, oh goddamn. But no, when I went, what's called race casting. So for the Nutcracker, they already started rehearsing, and then about like maybe mid-September, early September, and they wanted me to be their Arabian dancer because to them I looked Arabian. And then they got mad at me when I wasn't strong enough to do the movements, and they didn't really offer enough support to be like, we want you to do this, so we're gonna train you to do this. They were like, here's the movement, and then after doing it 2 or 3 times, they were like, oh, you're not casted no more. And then they casted my roommate, who was a big old white girl, and I was like, okay, she did good, but I was like, interesting.
Arabian
That's a
girl.
flip up.
White girl. That's crazy.
No, but eventually I wasn't strong enough and didn't really know how to take care of my body enough for the type of demand that they were asking for. and my left foot, I got dancer's tendonitis, and it got so bad that my big toe couldn't bend. So I couldn't even, it hurt to walk, it hurt to stand. I wasn't able to like fully have full range of my flexion and extension in my big toe until like maybe, honestly, like this past beginning of the year, I was finally able to really like curl in my toes and extend them all the way.
Wow.
And that's been like 5 years.
Wow.
And then they got mad at me when I was injured. And she was like, I just don't know how to believe you anymore. You can't even make it through a week. You're so weak yourself. I don't know what to do with you anymore. And then when I finally decided to leave, I was very young. And I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of like packed up my stuff and I went up to them and I was like, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. And they were assholes about it.
Damn.
Ugh. Terrible. Terrible times.
Bitches.
Dang, that's crazy. How old are you?
16?
16.
Dang.
Damn. This was the summer thing in Chicago?
Mm-hmm. It was a summer and then all the way up to the beginning of COVID, right before they shut down everything. The day after I left, everything shut down. But that day before, like a few days before, I got my ticket, got everything, and then I just told them, I'm done. I can't do this no more. And then they were like, why didn't you tell us anything before? And I was like, I tried to talk to you guys, but I wasn't one of your favorites. And then they called in my sponsors. They got her involved in it, and they were like, she's taking everything that you used for her, and she's throwing it back in our faces. And I was like, I talked to her afterwards when I got back, and we came to an understanding. And I was like, I didn't know how to tell you that I wasn't happy anymore. Because how do you tell someone who's giving you everything that you don't want it anymore?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I felt bad. And I'm always worried about people thinking that I'm taking advantage of them because of those two white jerks in Chicago. But I got some good people out of it, even though I had to deal with the bullshit. And it's just a part of the dancer life, dancer world. Sometimes you go through things like that, either race-based, sexism-based, age-based, ethnicity-based. Just, it's never a smooth type of experience. Like with anything too. There's your ups and downs. There's some shitty people. There's jealous people. Then there are the people who will actually be there and support you. Because Mia and I were still really close. We're still really good friends after that. And I consider her like one of my honorary cousins. Her and her family. They're really awesome.
Shout out Mia.
Shout out Mia.
Yeah,
Love
shout
you,
out
Mia.
Mia. You're probably going to watch this because you're a good friend.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
So you'll see this. You'll probably
Yeah.
be
Shout
out.
That's crazy though, how people treated you out there, especially so young. You know,
yeah.
it's like why? How can you expect to talk to someone like that, like at a young age, and think they're gonna be okay?
they're the
It's just
old style
wild.
of ballet teachers, and they're
Were they carrying yardsticks like in the
No.
movies? No.
no, that's like
Scared
the
the movies.
that was a generation before. The shitty teacher up in Los Alamos, he told me that his teacher would like get a lighter underneath his leg to make him lift it higher.
Oh,
Dang.
goddamn. That's tough.
That's crazy. Like that's not high enough, buddy. Keep going.
Go.
You smell that leg hair burning?
Damn.
But yeah, it was good and bad, fun and not fun.
Dang, that's crazy. I mean, like, I always just thought you were out there having fun. like watching like social media posts and like hearing like from like your family and stuff like that whenever like people would ask like how's Than Povi doing. That's crazy.
No, I was crying in my room. I'm just kidding.
I was depressed.
I was sad.
I wasn't eating.
No, I was eating too much. I was all.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, but yeah, it's social media is a trip because like one of my friends told me too. She was all, I would have never known that you were feeling the way you're feeling because you've curated your social media to look like you're having the best time. And I was
It's-
like,
Mhm.
it's a lie.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you see some people like some people's social media, you can tell it's just like they're like their stories and stuff, like the I don't know, like quotes and stuff they put on their stories and stuff. You can tell they're like not all there or okay.
Going
Yeah,
through it.
sometimes they
Yeah.
like leave it
And then
out all on the social media, and you're like, why are you telling us all this? Shut up,
Yeah.
no one
Put
cares.
your whole life out there.
Yeah,
And then
that's
there's, like-
embarrassing for you.
yeah, then there's like some people where you're like, oh yeah, they're having fun, they're fishing today, and then like you find out like a couple weeks later that something was going on or something. It's like what? No idea at all. Like
Yeah, it's a whole trip. I took a step away from it for a while now because I'm just like, it's too much. I don't know how to keep up with it because for college too, they also taught you how to use your social media as like your brand. So you're promoting yourself to get jobs, because that's how dancers and performers and artists do things now, is using the Instagram. And I also injured my leg last August. I tore my meniscus.
Oh,
Get
damn.
it, doing the stanky leg.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
It was for an audition for a dance piece I didn't even want to be in, but I wanted to prove something to myself, because it was hip hop and freestyle, and that's not my forte. So I just let myself get into it. I was going all hard, and towards like the last 8 seconds when she started counting down, I bent down and I torqued my knee in, and it fucking just popped, and I was like, shit. But of course I had to ride it through, and everyone was all like, hey, and then I got up and I finished it out, and then I walked over and I was just ballooned up, and then I walked to the judges and I was like, I can't move my leg, I can't dance after this anymore.
Okay.
So about like maybe 8 months now, from end of August now to what's coming up on the end of June, I haven't really been like training fully. So I'm gonna try and get an updated MRI to see how it's doing, so if I can start training again, start getting stronger to get back into dance. But my entire last year of my senior semester, I wasn't dancing really. And it sucked. Well, it was a 5-minute walk from my apartment to the dance studio. Took me 35 to 45 minutes when I got injured, because also I didn't have any support really, and I was scared to tell my family, because whenever I'd get injured, they'd get mad at me. Love you guys, but guys would get mad at me. Oh shit, there goes the
It's
fan.
crazy.
Oh, my truck just turned off.
Oh, rip.
Battery went out.
But yeah, just had to write it out on my own, figure out what the heck I was doing, and slowly but surely got better. Didn't have to use surgery. Your body can heal pretty well. You'd be surprised.
And I was just about to ask you that, because like somebody tears their meniscus in like the NBA or the NFL, it's like surgery.
Well, they do it so they can get their body back up to peak performance as soon as possible. But if you just let your body heal, it should be able to like do its stuff on its own. It'll take a longer time, especially because the knee is a harsh environment. There's not really a lot of blood flow. There's what's called synovial fluid, so it's what like makes the joint go. But it can heal, but it'll never heal properly, like how like a torn muscle or like a strained muscle does. So I'll never have it to full range, like 100% again, but my body can heal in a way that I can continue using it over time. And I just need to strengthen the muscles around it so it doesn't happen again, or like make it tear more.
Okay, that makes sense. Because like I know if like an athlete tears their ACL and they don't choose to surgically repair it, it's like
It depends on the tear too, though.
Yeah.
Like there's a partial tear that you don't need surgery, but you just have to be really careful with it. But if it's a full tear, then you'll need to get it repaired. But then there's also the difference between what's called a proximal tear and a distal tear. Proximal is where it's like closer to the bone, I think. So it's like not as, the integrity of it isn't as important as if you tear it in a distal location, because then that's farther away from the body, so it needs to have more stability.
Okay. That's crazy. I mean, breaking news, guys. Than Povi tore her meniscus. Nobody knew. That's crazy.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Now you
Haven't been
know.
really
She's-
dancing, kind of.
Dang. So did it bother you at all when corn dance?
Yeah, I was hurting.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would never have known.
There was one point where I wasn't like lifting my feet, and I was like, shit. It was more so because I haven't. Usually when we would dance corn dance in the past, I'd be dancing and everything, so my legs would be fine. I could like hop around and everything. But this one, I haven't been training my calves or my feet, so my calves were sore as hell, and I had to take 3 ibuprofen for lunch to like get
Really?
back into it. Yeah. I took a
Dang.
nap, took some ibuprofen, ate some watermelon, then got back out there.
Dang. How long did you last without your shoes?
Only until the second dance,
guy.
because it was like,
I was just asking. Well, because I mean, like, there's some girls that are like, I gotta gut it out.
no, I think the only one who really gutted it out was Leanna. When like, when we got back in the 2 lines, she
Yeah.
took off her shoes.
Well, she took off her shoes and gave them to Allie. Because Allie went out without shoes for the third one.
Yeah, and then who was it? One of the capitans or like war captains like came back and was like, "Here, put on your shoes," and she was like, "Thank you." I saw her.
Yeah, because it was right in front of me, and I was just like, "Oh dang!" Because Leanna took her shoes off and gave them to Allie, and then Leanna gutted it out for the rest of the third one.
Yeah, I wanted to. If my reasoning for myself is, if I wasn't injured, I would have like, it would have been my penance, and I would have been like, "Oh well, it's dancing for the rain, prayers, all this, all that." But I was like, I'll give myself the pass because I'm injured.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I
That's
mean, you don't want to
crazy.
like overwhelm yourself either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
since you haven't built like your body up for that whole year, it probably was like a big strain on you.
It was.
Yeah.
It was hot too.
Yeah,
And
because I
then was
remember
like,
was it last year or 2 years ago? No, it was last year. Last year was the first time we actually danced corn dance, I think.
I think it was in August. That was right before I left, I think.
Yeah, and like I remember everybody was like out of like dying, and because
Me
it's like
and
nobody
Leah, we kept
danced.
our shoes off. And I was like, yeah, towards the end of it.
Yeah, see, that's why.
Yeah, see? Yeah, no, no.
Well,
this
it
year,
was
not
like
this year.
he wanted to be like, oh, you didn't last the whole day.
No.
Why didn't you have your shoes off?
That's what
sir?
that's what I was saying.
No,
like,
I wasn't trying
like
to
this guy.
flex.
Let's see you
No,
go without
it's
your
not
shoes
like,
on.
I'm not trying to be like, oh, there's a leaderboard and you didn't make the cut. But no, I'm just asking because I know like I walk up to some girls and I'm like, damn, your shoes are already on. And they're like, they look at me like really? Like,
You're like, shut the hell up.
yeah, and I'm just joking, but like,
If they care so much, then they could just take their shoes off and be like, well, look, who cares? But if it doesn't matter, they could be like, it's shoes. I'm still dancing. So
yeah,
what?
yeah, because like I mean, I know there's some like people that are like, oh, their shoes are already on, their shoes are already on. It's
Yeah.
like, bruh,
It's like, shut up, you're not dancing.
yeah, and I don't know, like,
Just be happy that they're dancing and participating.
Yeah, that's why I always tell like Ash and them, like, as long as you go the first one, then like I mean, if you put your shoes on for the second one, then you should be fine. Is it like?
Usually they say until after lunch, keep your shoes off. But because it was so hot this year, they told us, put your shoes on. And then after that, when we came back from lunch, they're like, keep your shoes on. We don't want the war captains running back and forth.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
But I was telling Zach, I was like, they should just like get the water truck and go around after every time.
Yep.
Make
I'm
it nice
surprised
and
they didn't, or just get the buckets and.
yeah, just bring the hose up from the top and just.
Hose everyone down.
I was all telling. Who was I telling? I don't know who I was saying to, but I was like, global warming is making their hearts warmer for us. They care about us more. They don't want us to pass out on them.
Yeah, I was telling Harold that we should plant trees around in the circle around the plaza. I mean, that
Yeah.
would be cool, but I don't know.
Then
if
we'd
they'd
have to
actually-
water them. Get some cottonwoods. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Dang, that's crazy. Like I said, I would have never known you were struggling because I mean, I was watching everybody because I mean that's all you can do is just sit there and watch people. But like you, I would have never known you were hurt because you were dancing nice and like Bassing, he was going hard.
I was watching him. That's why, because I saw him going for practice, and when I was really sore, I was like, okay, he's still going, so I can do it. It kind of gave me permission in a way, because my mom, when I was younger, she told me that I danced funny. The heck is that?
That wind?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the power just came back on. Damn, that's crazy.
Dang. Crazy weather today, guys.
Yeah, New Mexico weather.
It was windy with the big ass dust storm, and then it was raining all fierce, and then it hailed, and then it disappeared within the span of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Now it's sunny and windy.
Did I send you that video I got last week? There was a fucking big old like tornado over there.
Mm-mm.
No, I have it on my phone. I'll show it to you. After.
You know what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I drove to it. It was on that side, like by
By where Aspen's mom and them live?
mhm.
Yeah.
I was driving that way. I was going to Spawns, and I was like, "Oh fuck, am I gonna drive to this?" And I was like,
Yeah.
and we missed it. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, because I was like, what? Because I was going to get.
I was
Hannah,
like,
and
what the
what the fuck's going on? I pulled out my phone, and then like you could tell, because of that fucking road's all like twisty, so I'm like all trying to like go like that, and my phone, and then yeah, but yeah, that was crazy. I'll show it to you after too. It was really wild. Like I kept joking that you could see cows in the air,
wow.
but that would be crazy.
Sharknado.
Yeah. But damn, so how did it feel? Because like Ash tore her ACL, and like I've always heard that when you tear your ACL, like it's like a pop, and then like how was it with like your meniscus?
It popped as well. It was just like I felt the pop all throughout the front and side part of it, and no one else heard it because the music was going all fierce, but it was very loud to me because I went down and I turned my leg and it was all, and I was like, and
Was
it
it loud?
hurt. It was pretty loud, but no one else heard it because it was the audition part and it was my solo, so no one could hear anything and everyone was all cheering. So I rode out the stanky leg the rest of it, and then I stood up and I finished, and then I walked, and I was like, as I was walking, it just got really hard too because it just like started hurting more, and then I put it up on the bar and I just watched it balloon, and I was like, fuck. So then I tried to walk as good as I can. Like I felt like Mulan's dad when the general calls him up when I'm trying to like not to limp. And I looked at the judges and I was like, I can't dance no more. My leg hurts. And then
that's funny.
all my friends, because I was in the last portion, because I think there was 2 groups of audition people just because of how many were going. So I was in the last one, and my friends were there and they were watching, and all of them were like sitting around me, and I was just like, my leg was propped up. The dance chair came over, and she's like, "Are you okay? What's happened?" And I was like, "I can't move it right now." And she's like, "Oh, shit." And I was just like, "Damn, this sucks." Yeah.
Dang. So like, it pops like, and then like, did you just like feel like your knees start to like tighten up?
It tightened up, and it like just got really sensitive, and I couldn't bend it. I couldn't straighten it. It hurt to put weight on it. And the worst part is that I didn't speak up for myself in time, especially for my professors. So I kept trying to go to class, not dancing wise, but just academics. And I had to walk all around campus, and I had a cane and everything. I was just like an old man.
Dang, that's crazy. You couldn't even get one of those scooters because you can't bend your knee.
No, I couldn't.
That's
It sucked. But the the physical therapy office that we had, the physical therapist, she knows her stuff to an extent, but she's old and love her and hate her. But she didn't give me any crutches. There was crutches in her office, and she was like, "Those won't fit you." And I was like, "Can I try?" And she was like, "No, those won't fit you." And I was like, "Okay." So not even the physical therapist went out to get me a cane. It was one of our assistant teachers. Shout out to Manish. I don't know if she'll ever watch this, but she's so cute.
Okay.
She's the best. Everyone loves her. Miss her. Miss you, Many Alessa. But she got me a cane, and then I hobbled around everywhere. It was funny. It was sad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's like my worst nightmare. It's like something like that happening. I mean, like, I can't imagine like not being able to like use my knee or like get up and like go. Like, I mean, like I don't go out running or anything, but like not being able to is like the fear. Like, you know what I mean?
The worst part is that one time I fell asleep after doing some work, and I took a nap, and I woke up and it was dark, and I had slept in a way where my knees were propped. One was like bent like this, like that, and the other was bent, but so I was kind of sleeping like that, and both my knees they fell asleep, and I tried to jump off my bed because it was like maybe about this high for a doormat. My fucking legs went out from under me. I fell on the floor, and I had to lay there for like a good 10 minutes. I cried, and then I passed out, and then I woke up. And you know when your knees are all like, or when you wake up and you're like have the pricklies?
Yeah.
So I freaking went to the bathroom, and I was all like crying the entire time because it tickled and it hurt. And then I went to bed. I was like, shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
And right when my knee was starting to feel better too, I was like, did that? I was like, fuck. But we heal.
Yeah, well, at least I mean, I'm not saying torn meniscus isn't bad, but I mean, is it like best case scenario for like knee injury, like tearing something around your knee?
Tearing your knee or hurting your knee sucks anyway, because it's like this is so vital, because it's not only dealing with force coming up but also force coming down. And it's such a precarious little joint because you have all this stuff that you have to do with it. You have to bend, you have to twist. So injuring it either way is a big blow. But I guess a torn meniscus is better because I don't necessarily need surgery. It'll just take time for it to heal. A torn ACL needs surgery. A partially torn ACL, depending on how it's torn, you could need surgery or you don't need surgery. But a meniscus, I met 2 other dancers. Both their names were James. And they both tore their meniscus, and they didn't have to have surgery, and they're back to dancing and like still getting booked, still doing gigs and all this, all that. Oh, name drop. You know Notorious Cree on TikTok?
Notorious Cree?
Yeah, he's like a powwow dancer.
I
Oh, you
don't
have to
have-
check him
TikTok.
out.
We don't
I'm
have
sorry.
TikTok.
I don't watch him on TikTok,
No.
but when I did, I saw him on there. But I got to work with him. He's all cool.
Yeah, shout out Notorious Cree.
What's up, James?
Yeah, shout
That's
out
cool.
Is that one of the Jameses?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
dang.
Nice. For some reason, when you said Notorious Cree, the first thing that popped up was North. Oh, my head was
Northern Cree?
Yeah, Northern Cree. I was like, isn't there like a lot of them?
I wish I knew them. Honestly, those guys are cool. They make good music.
Yeah.
You should get them on the podcast.
Oh wow, that.
Come on, Northern Cree.
Yeah, hell yeah. Maybe you guys can perform Facebook drama live at the Santiago Day show.
Allah. Are you doing live again?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, torn meniscus. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Craziness. Crazy stuff. Northern Cree. All this, all that.
All that.
Powwows.
NDAs.
Shut up. Don't Don't talk about it.
We do our ad.
Yeah. All right. So,
Shout out Juvie. Shout out Prime.
shout out Juvie. Shout out Prime.
Thank you for hooking us up always.
Yep. Thank you for sticking through us, thin and thin, inconsistent schedules, name drops, beefs, all kinds of stuff.
That day school fence finally got fixed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shout out the fence.
Shout out the fence. Shout out
Yep.
the coyote watch that's been going on.
on.
Do you
No?
You didn't get that far?
No.
No.
She gotta watch all 15
Yeah,
episodes to
watch
get
all
caught up.
15.
Oh, shoot.
When did it start?
They're long
Like
episodes,
3?
though.
3?
3 or 4, because I was with Zach, producer Zach
Yeah.
at the end.
Oh yeah, it was because I threw up the your tweets and
Sweet,
stuff.
probably.
Yeah, there's a
Crazy times.
yeah.
Shoot, I saw Ash's episode 4, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
saw
might have
that
been the
one.
one right before it, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe the one after. I think it might have been after was when Zach started helping us, huh?
I think it was. I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah. Just watch them all.
Yeah, just watch them all.
You won't regret it.
Yeah.
I'll try, yeah.
If you're bored, just
Well.
listen to it.
Yeah, just throw it on in the background. We're on Spotify too, so you don't have to watch
I saw
the
that,
video.
yeah.
Yeah, Apple Podcasts. If you don't, those of you if you don't know this, if you don't,
Now you know.
the video episodes are on Spotify. You can turn that off if you don't want to use your data or whatever for the video part. You can just listen to it audio only if you want.
Just gonna get unlimited data. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You can hear our sexy voices.
Yeah, whatever she said.
Asmir.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, shout out Doobie, shout out Prime. You ever tried any of these? You
No.
strike me as like a natural drink, natural
kombucha type vibe.
Call me a hippie.
I mean, it could be a compliment.
It could, I guess. Yeah, I would drink a lot of Monsters and Red Bull for college.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Gotta
always used
stay
to be a
awake.
monster person.
You a Kyle vibe.
Right.
But yeah, this is Prime and Juvie.
I've heard
we
of Prime.
Sell
I've
Prime.
never heard of
We sell
Juvie.
Prime in the stores. Juvie's a little bit more regional. Depends.
They
where
have
you
it at
go.
Target. Shout out
Really?
Target.
Oh yeah, they just got into Target.
She.
Mm.
I
Yes.
like how they're taking Juvie, because I always think of juvenile detention center,
Yeah.
turning into a energy drink. So
Yeah.
good job.
It's supposed to be for rejuvenating energy. If you want, you can pop one open and give us a live taste test. We got 2 flavors of Prime: strawberry watermelon, blue raspberry, and then there's cherry slushy of Juvie and the blue raspberry.
go.
Juvie,
Yup.
0 sugar, 5 calories. Dang.
Let's go live
Healthy.
taste test. Than Povi.
Wait.
Oh,
Nice.
I never would have thought of that.
They should have had to do a shotgun.
Oh,
Did you see that?
no.
No.
I haven't seen that one. I'll watch him and I'll catch up. That's all crazy. No, I probably get him.
Oh, you should have seen me. That.
Oh my god. That should have been like
Not
in our
bad.
top of moments. I didn't even think
of
about
that
it
either,
Yeah.
man. I think you might have put it on there, and like it suggested it.
Hmm.
I don't know. Oh,
She's all doing it just we all talking.
Oh, shit. We just ate part of your mic.
well, that's fine.
It's not bad. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I give it like a 6 out of 10.
Hmm.
Cherry slushy's all right. My favorite flavor out of the Juvie flavors is the blue raspberry.
Oh, you should have said I shouldn't have. I moved too fast. I should
Yeah.
have listened to you first. Oh well.
That's
I
all right.
like
You
the
can take that
caramel
one home
apple
if you
one.
want.
I might. I will.
What was
Yeah.
the cosmic one?
Oh,
That one was heat.
Something Galaxy, right?
Yeah, that one was heat.
Yeah.
Caramel apple one was good.
Yeah, they sent us some of their new flavors.
Mm.
Nice. What was
Yeah.
that one that you were?
Kiwi strawberry.
Ah.
Yeah, I already have
Yeah.
one today, so I'm saving myself for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Primes have 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
And the Juvies only have 127.5.
Primes
So-
for those nights that
Oh, I
you
see.
stay up all late.
Yeah, so I've just been giving him the Juvies.
Has 80% vitamin C.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good
shout
for
out
immune
Prime.
system.
As I said, my top flavor, and one of our episodes, one of our top 5s was Prime flavors, and my favorite energy flavor is original. It's white. I thought I had one, but I guess I don't. But that one's the best, and then I had this one as my second, and then I think orange mango. They do sell hydration too, so like how the Gatorades and like Body Armor and stuff.
Yeah.
So they have their own hydration drink.
True.
Have you tried the X ones that just came out?
I just got them. I didn't try them yet though.
No.
I just got them.
I tried. There's like 2 bottles. I
There's a
tried
pink,
the-
the blue, and then they're holographic too.
Yeah, I tried the pink one. That one was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, I have them at home, but I literally didn't have them yet. They're in the fridge.
Yeah, but they have prime hydration too. My favorite flavor on that one was cherry freeze. They did drop strawberry banana. That one's good.
Nice.
Yeah, we sell them at the Smiths. So if you ever go to the Smiths or anything,
And be like, I know drums are flat. It's given to me for free. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
There you go.
Come to my
Discounted
store.
price. Bet, for sure.
But yeah, and then like they sell like the powders and stuff too. Like if you want to just throw it in the water.
Sick.
But yeah, I should have done it next to the mic like she did.
Eee.
Tough.
But yeah, shout out Prime, shout out Juvie. We appreciate you guys for sticking us
Mhm.
through thick and thin, and we look forward to continuing this glorious partnership into the future.
Facts.
Torn meniscus.
You got anything else you want to talk about? Anything you need to say?
Mm,
Anybody you need to call out? Any disses you need to address?
We're at an hour and 8. Are you like pressed for time? Not really. As long as you get home like before it gets dark, right?
I'm kind of just hungry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
hungry
have to.
Yeah.
It's 5:50.
What about you?
Yeah.
Do you have?
I gotta
Service.
go help Auntie Mo make Hema's enchiladas.
Oh,
She's
nice.
showing me how to make them by hand. Had to do the
Nice.
chilies earlier this week, and then she's gonna show me how to do the other stuff tonight.
Dang.
I gotta do that.
That's
Yeah.
a messy process.
As long as we're finished before like 6:15.
6:15?
You got
It's like
10 minutes.
5:50 now. Yeah.
No, I got like 20 minutes. All right.
We
I have
call out this biatch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
Mic
I
drop.
love
I'm out.
everyone.
I had some freaking questions too, man. And then I took a turn.
Where's
on
your
that.
notebook?
Power's out.
Power's out.
Oh.
Tough. Usually we have that TV working and everything.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
tough. I was hoping the power would come back on at some point, but it hasn't. Let's see. You went to Chicago. Oh, how was your abroad? How was your studying abroad?
It was good. It was rough. It was good. Just like
Clip that.
Yeah, we'll put that in the montage at the beginning.
It was tough. It was good.
it was a good time. When me and my 3 friends from the university we went out. We stopped in New York before because we had to fly from JFK. And was it LaGuardia that's in New Jersey?
Two. Oh, it's LaGuardia, yeah.
LaGuardia. We flew out of New Jersey, and that was like a 16-hour flight, 18-hour flight. It was pretty long. We were with like the super Orthodox Jews, and when we got there to the airport, they were all questioning us, all security, all fierce because we didn't look like we weren't dressed all Jewish, and they were like, "Why are you going? What's your reason for staying? What are you doing there?" And apparently, it doesn't matter like how many questions you answer right. It's just the confidence you had, and because all of us were all pressed and freaking out, I guess we seemed suspicious to them, so they kept asking us questions for like 15 minutes, and they're finally like, "Okay, you're good, go on." It was very stressful, but before we left, my friends and I, we went to the like Times Square, which was really cool at night, and it was really cold, but we ran into this random guy and he was smoking a blunt, and he was just standing next to us, and he started talking to us, and at the end of his conversation before he walked away, he pointed to my friend Avi, and he told her, "You're Laffy." He pointed to my friend Gabby. "You're Smiley." And then he looked at me and he was all, "You're Meanie." Because I was the kind of like, while we were there, I was the one who was always keeping on the lookout, being like, "No, let's go. Like, just be aware of your surroundings, all this, all that." Because, you know, MMIW was very fresh in my mind always. And because my family, too, was always like, "Don't go anywhere alone. You're going to die. Always go with someone or you're going to die."
It's scary.
Yeah. So even when I was out and about, the only time that I really
You're gonna
adventured on my
die.
own.
Don't go to spawns by yourself. You're gonna die.
Oh, hell yeah.
Honestly, no, you might. Careful. Shout out Scary Spawns. See the setup by the river that they have going?
Tent City.
When
Oh.
I was telling what was it? It was Maddox and Jerome and Graham. After they danced, they're all, we're gonna go to the river. And I was like, remember that homeless encampment is just up the river. So if you see a little log, don't touch it.
That's tough. I know. Well, I'm surprised they've like let it like go that long, especially like because like you don't know what the hell they're doing into the river or like.
That's true. I was thinking about that a lot too, and I'm just
Especially like Santa Clara, I'm surprised they're not putting up like. I mean, they might be. I mean, we don't know what the hell's going on over there, but
keep
like.
hitting your mic. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, trial and error.
Yeah.
But like, I would think that they would be like hard pressing, like the city of Espanola, like do something about it.
Maybe they're trying to find somewhere else to kick them out to, because Los Alamos kicks them out to Santa Fe and Espanola.
Yeah.
I don't know if Spans kicks them out to Santa Fe or Albuquerque or where they ship them off to. Poor things.
Yeah.
Oh, but the study abroad.
Yeah. Back to the studying abroad. So obviously you didn't die.
I didn't die. I'm alive. I'm well. I got these cool rings. I got this cool ring. I have it on my ring finger because I'm married to myself, because I'm trying to love myself.
Bars.
Nice.
And then I got these 2 rings when I went, or these 3 rings when I was in Jerusalem, and then these 2 when I was in Jordan. I got to
Wow.
see Petra. It was pretty cool. Got to ride a camel at sunrise. Got to stay in what's called Wadi Rum. So it's like one of the... Have you ever seen the movie The Martian?
Yeah.
The bubbles?
Mhm.
I got to stay near one of those. I didn't get to stay in it because we didn't pay for that, but I got to see them, which is pretty cool. And then visited Petra, walked through everything. I want to make a slideshow just to like show the Pueblo and be like, this is what I did. Look at this, all that. And just so they can be like, wow, that's so cool. And then maybe the younger ones can get inspired to go out and adventure on their own.
Yeah.
Because it's weird being told that you're an inspiration to people when you don't have the best opinion about yourself. You
Mhm.
like look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, how do people like this? How do they look up to this? But that we're not gonna unpack that. But but I just want to be more of what I can handle with in terms of being like, look, you can go out, you can go do this, go see that. It's possible for you, I promise. But studied in Jerusalem for about 6 months, 7 months, 6 months.
Damn, you were out there for that long?
Mm-hmm. I was there from end of January until end of July, right before everything happened later on in October 7th. Everyone always tells me, I'm so glad you made it back. And I'm like, yeah, but you could definitely feel the tensions and see the tensions there, and just like the way that they treated things, especially for Easter time. Because Ramadan, and I don't think it's Yom Kippur. It's not Yom Kippur because that's coming up, but the Jewish... Passover, Ramadan, and the Christian Catholic Easter holiday all like coincided with one another. Coincided, and we were staying very close to the old city, like maybe a 15-minute walk away from it. It was really cool, and there was just a bunch of like the IDFs were. The policemen, the soldiers were just kind of like going into the Arab sector, Arab quarter, and just being racist assholes and kind of disturbing them in their prayer, like harassing the Palestinians in the street, and just got pretty bad. Like, not as bad as when things started happening later on, but it was pretty dicey. It's crazy. But you can do your own research. I'm not going to depress you with that. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Use the internet. But be smart, because always be smart about your knowledge. Take everything with a grain of salt, good and bad. That's all I can say. Dance was a lot of fun. Did ballet, did what's called Gaga. It's a style that was curated by Ohad Naharin, who was the past artistic director, though he's still with the company, of the Batsheva dance company, which is in Tel Aviv. And he created this style where it's like using your body in a different way of like just basically wiggling, but you're strengthening and stretching at the same time, and it's an hour of nonstop movement. There's no mirrors. You stand in a circle. There's a teacher that stands in the middle, and they just tell you the different lingo of how to think of using your body. And you like go from being like standing on your toes and like moving your legs, and like going to the ground, and like moving on the floor, and just like jumping and running. It's a cardio stretch, heavy, really cool. I want to try and bring something like that to here, just like I said, accessibility for dancing and movement, just so people can have it and like figure out how to use it for their bodies, or just know that it's available to them. But I need to figure out how to learn more about it, and then also present it in a way that they're not like, what the hell is this? I'm not gonna do that, I'll look stupid. I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to look stupid. It's like not caring, that's the point of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. I had no idea you were there that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm sure it was a whole crazy experience besides all that other stuff.
Yeah, that
Like,
aside, it was a crazy experience. We had, when we first got into the dormitories, it was all dark, and we were like, it looks like a freaking prison. I thought my window was positioned up against like a building, and I was like, it's fine, I'll just have to stare at a brick wall for the time that I'm here. But then I opened it up, and it was all cool. There's a bunch of cats there. Their stray cats are the res dogs of the whole city.
that's cool.
Do they got a Buffy out there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, they love those cats. I don't know if they have a Buffy out there. He seems to be doing his job better than the one over here.
That's fire.
Buffy.
Yeah, shout
I've
out
heard
Buffy.
some shit, Buff. Come on, man. Stop trying to poison my dog.
Shout
Leave
out.
my Seah alone.
It's a lot that could get fixed. But
Always.
what was my next? Oh, so like you kind of tagged on like inspiration stuff. Do you like have people like little kids or anything that like talk to you like, oh, like you've inspired me to take dance or anything?
It's mostly more of their parents. They reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, or when I see them in person, they're either like my daughter or my niece or my granddaughter. She started taking dance because of you, or she wants to be a dancer because of you, or she does this, and they just tell me about things, and some of them aren't necessarily inspired by me, but because I'm a dancer, they're like, oh, they do this too. I'm like, that's really good, that's really cool. I don't know anyone directly who started dance because of me that I can remember right now, but yeah.
That's cool. So
Excuse me.
you got anything? No. How did like the whole process of being like in that short film and stuff, like how did that come about?
She reached out to me and taught me a dance sequence. She gave me a prompt and we worked through it for like 4 hours, and I created that movement sequence for her. And she reached out to me prior to that with the concept of making a short film just about me being a dancer, because I had worked with her prior on a different project called the Indigenous Sisterhood series with Nathaniel Fuentes. It's a different how do you say, like, photo series that he's done in the past with other indigenous women in different reservations and pueblos, and we connected through that way. And she's a film creator, a videographer, and she's also, I feel bad because I can't remember it off the top of my head if it's correct, but she's also a character on the TV show. I don't know if it's Dark Winds. I don't think it's Dark Winds, but it's some sort of TV that I think is on, or show that's on Hulu. Apologize, Natalie, if I didn't get it correct. I don't know if you ever watched this, but I'll find the right information and I'll comment on their video so you can check it out.
We'll plug it in.
Yeah, we'll plug it in. You can.
But
Be like, she was wrong. This is what it is.
yeah. At the end, you can do a what is it?
Fact checks.
Yeah.
No, but she reached out to me on the Instagram and she's like, I have this idea, come work with me. And I was like, okay, and we did that, and it sort of developed more as we worked through the process, because it was one thing and then it kind of went to another thing and then it built to another thing. And then we worked with her film company called Tsenato, I think. Tsenato. Don't know what it means. Sorry. And then worked with a few of her other close colleagues, and we drove, I think they flew me out to Arizona, and we drove to different locations and like filmed in different areas. And to be honest, I kind of disassociate, not intentionally, in a way of like I don't want to be a part of it anymore, but it's just hard for me to think that what I'm doing is having impact, or like is making waves, if that makes sense, because it's just weird to think of me that people can perceive me, and I'm just existing. I don't know what you see, I don't know what you know, but I have my own demons that I'm fighting right now, so I don't know how you can see me how you see me, if that makes any sense. And doing things like that where people can see me in a different light, where it doesn't necessarily feel like me, but it's highlighting an aspect of me, I don't feel necessarily connected to. I feel appreciative and grateful for the opportunity to be in that perspective, but it's interesting because I'm not like taking in all the pride and like all the glory and being like, yes, this feels so good. You guys see me, and I did this and I did that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did it. I'm glad you see it. Like, wish you couldn't see me, but like, thanks. I'm glad you do. Like this, it's even weird thinking that I'm gonna be on the video because I know it's like small right now. I cross my fingers you guys will blow up and do good. It's pretty funny. It seems like you do good, do well, get more of the fam in, more of the friends. But it's weird because I'm just like, I'm gonna look back on this and be like, oh, I hate my voice. I hate the way I'm sitting. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, say I cussed again.
So
Like I'm gonna look back on this and be like, oh, I should have talked about this. I should have said this. I could have phrased this like this. And that's how it is for dancing too. Because I look back on it and I'm like, oh, my movement could have been more like this. I could have done it this way, or I could have looked like this way instead, or I wish I didn't look like that. I don't like watching myself dance because I'm always too hypercritical of myself. But after getting into university, looking back on some of the videos now, Allah, I'm like, wow, I was actually a good dancer. People weren't lying. I would tell my friends, and they're like, yeah, you're stupid. That's what we've been saying to you. We weren't kidding. I was like, okay, all right. It's hard to think of myself as like something great, which I know I need to change my mindset of if I want to keep going down the path I'm going to, but little heart open moment.
it's a little process.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like you just need a boot, like just f it.
Yeah.
You know.
I need to stop caring about what people think about me. That's my thing is I'm too much of a people pleaser.
I think you know yourself, like what you can do and what you're capable of, and it's sometimes being critical of yourself, like it's like having that doubt. And like I would say, just for like us, I mean, at first I remember me and him had a conversation about something, and it was like I remember he was like, well, do we even want to say something like that? And I was just like, then we wouldn't be authentic and true to like our viewers or anything like that. Or like, F it, like who cares, like, you know, like as if we believe in it, or if like whatever we're saying we think is true or whatever, like, and I feel like that got us like to where we're at now. Like, you know, if we kept like thinking about what people think or scared of what people had to say about us, like we'd probably be not doing this anymore, you know?
That's true.
Yeah. I think that's just like you have to learn over time, like within yourself, of just being confident and just like there's always tomorrow, you know?
That's true. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Also, you guys are doing better at censoring yourselves than I am.
I don't know. I think it just depends on the topic or just the day.
Yeah, I think
Let out.
yeah, it was like I think what he's talking about. I think I didn't want to like I wanted to cut something from one of our episodes. I don't remember what it was, but I told him, I was like, I don't think we should put this in there, and he was just blunt. Like he just texted me back and said, I think he said something like, "Fuck what other people think. We gotta be true, or we gotta be real." And that's what people, or some, I don't remember, but something the gist of that, like we got to be real and not care about what other people think about what we say, because what we say on this podcast is what we want to say, I guess.
Yeah. Just be authentic, you know?
Yeah, authentic. There it is. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's cool.
That's inspirational in its own right. Thank you guys for doing what you do and just being you.
Yeah, we're both idiots. It's all right.
Yeah, what was our catchphrase in the beginning? 2 idiots with mics.
Yeah.
Two idiots with opinions that like drums or that like wings.
Yeah, 2 guys with.
So drums or flats?
Oh, that's a question for you.
Oh yeah, that's the question we're asking at the end. Yeah. Than Povi
Twist the
did it.
table.
Yeah, she flipped the tables on us. Let's see. Yeah. Well, anyways, back to that video or the short film you were in. You were supposed to be there.
Oh yeah, I had COVID.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Were you there for the premiere?
No.
No.
I think I was gone again.
Yeah.
I think
I
I was back at school, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all went to, because Helena was
I was
in
at the John
Shireen's.
Hopkins, or that was in Santa Clara, wasn't it? I
I
mean,
thought it was at
Santa
Lenzik.
Fe. That's it.
Isn't that the
Yeah.
Lenzik?
I was there at that was the one for the upper program, and I participated in that, but
Yeah, they had like the premiere at that little theater in on downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was away for school for that one. My seventh that they went to go see it.
Yeah,
Aw, glad you guys saw
for
that.
some reason I thought I saw you there.
On the
but-
big screen you did.
Yeah, well maybe that's what it was. But yeah, cause we Helena was in Shireen's film, so I went with her for that, and then
Aw.
I was all surprised when they were like on the little sheet. They're like, I can't remember. I still can't remember what it's called. Oh, but
Still
they
trying
had
to shout it
same-
out.
and then it had like starring, and then I saw your name, and I was like, what the hell? Like that's crazy. And then
What'd
I
you
remember
think of
watching.
it?
I don't really remember it. I just
Okay,
remember you
good.
dancing.
That's alright. That's
That's
good.
But
good.
like but yeah, I remember I ran into his Saya, and she was like, John was supposed to be my date, but he's sick, and I was like, oh, that's
Aw.
tough.
Yep.
So I know you've never seen it.
Yeah, I had COVID.
I was gonna ask you, do you have it on your phone?
I could get access to it. I can reach out to Natalie and be like, can I get I'll look through now because I don't want to waste time. But I'll send it to you guys. Also, I'll send you my my senior thesis that I did. I did a film since I couldn't really dance,
Mhm.
but it still has like some movement aspects in it. But it's more so of like the writing portion that I did. That's kind of like highlighting it.
Mhm.
But it was cool. Yeah, I'll send them both to you. I'll get an access to them and like send them. You guys can check them out in your own time.
Cool.
Yeah, and maybe like because I know we're kind of this is like plans changed and everything today with like availability and everything. So I mean like in the future we'd obviously love to have you back on. Because I know there's some stuff that like I thought of like you think of at the end, you know what I mean, of your conversations with people,
Mhm.
and that you wanted to like, oh shit, we should have talked about this, we should have talked about that. So like obviously like later on, like a couple months or like next year
Yeah.
or something, we'd love to have you on
Mhm.
back on
For
again.
sure.
Follow up questions.
Yeah, and then like maybe we can save that for then, so that like we can watch
Mhm.
it like live or something.
Aw, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. I'll child watch.
But yeah,
if we
we'll
do it next year, we'll see what else, all the stuff I have to say.
What's changed?
And then confidence will build, anxiety will go down, adventures
your
will
knee
happen, and I'll be
heals.
and I'll be
maybe-
dancing again.
Yeah.
maybe we'll
See
be
how
able-
long you last next year without your mocks on.
Yeah, we'll get
Watch. The goal is to go.
We'll see where
all
that
day.
degree got you this time.
Maybe we'll be in a bigger studio. We'll just
This
drop
guy.
the walls, and you can do like a live dance or something. we'll just make sure you don't do any stinky leg.
No stinky legs.
That's crazy. Well, we still have a few minutes left. So what's next? Like, what are you?
My plans for now, aside from making money, is
Yeah, let's chase the bag. There you go.
not for real. I need to figure out how to make more money. Just like getting the funds, because Los Angeles is freaking expensive. But
Yeah.
I either want to don't die.
What?
You coughed and she said, "Don't die."
Oh, I like hiccup.
Oh,
I was like, excuse me.
sick on it. No, but I want to either go back out to Los Angeles, the West Coast or the East Coast, or like somewhere abroad, either for dance training, but I also want to get more into the modeling industry, so I need to break more into that. And also just like building my portfolio for not like different types of artists and getting more into marketing myself as like a product and a brand, and just see how far I can get with that and continue working on my health, my mental health, my physical health, and just like eventually, like I said in the beginning, I want to go back to school to get my master's in physical therapy. And maybe, I don't know, I might follow Yanka to Fort Lewis if she decides to go next year and get back into college. But we'll see about that. We'll see what the winds carry for me. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's cool. How's she doing? I know she's in Europe right now, right?
No, she came back.
She's already back.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
She came back Saturday. Yeah, she came back Saturday.
Oh dang. I thought. Well, how long was she gone?
2 weeks.
Oh dang. I thought she left like last week. So I thought she was still out there.
I'm gonna air her dirty laundry. When she was out there, she missed burgers and fries, and when she got back, she got all the junk food, and she's like, "They don't make it like this out there."
Dang. Did she go to like? I know in like McDonald's and stuff out there, like their menus are different. Did she try anything new or like that?
She didn't tell me if she did,
No.
but she tried like the authentic traditional types of foods. But she said that the junk foods, some of them were banned, and some of them didn't have the same chemicals as they do here, so the flavoring was different.
Yeah. Our regulations for stuff like that are really bad. So
If you take, one of my friends told me that one of her friends took a brand of food that a snack food that she likes, and then she compared it because it was international, and she compared the different like products and the ingredients and everything, and there was a lot more sugar and fats and like different types of chemicals in the American made one compared to the one that was abroad.
Yeah.
But yeah, she went to Switzerland, Italy, France, and Spain, I think those 4 places.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You ever thinking of going that far out?
You should
Italy one day.
Yeah.
check it out.
Rome.
Yes,
I'm scared to fly over water, so I don't know if I'll ever go out there.
you'd be okay. Just like maybe take an edible and fall asleep, or take some. What was it? Take some Benadryl.
Take some
pass it.
tonin, bro.
So, some tonins. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, I'm sure I speak for a lot of people in the community when I say that, like, we're excited to see what you do next, where you go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I never would have thought we would have somebody that was. I mean, like, obviously, a lot of our community members live far away and everything, but like, it's different when you're just out there, like, you move for a job and you're just like doing your like 8 to 5. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But like when you're actually like doing like stuff and being seen and like putting yourself out there, like how you've done. I mean, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you.
mean, that's one of the main reasons. Like when I heard you were coming back home and stuff, I was like, oh, I gotta ask her if she wants to be on, because
I
like,
know, I felt that honored when you reached out to me, and then I felt bad because that's when I kind of stepped away from Instagram. And then I saw your message, and I was like, shit. And I saw you after one of the practices, and I was like, I'll respond, I promise.
yeah, well, that's cool. But yeah, like this has been a cool little interview.
ep.
Yay.
Like I said, we
Thank
love
you.
to have you back on.
Heck yeah,
maybe
just let me
like-
know in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you just home for the summer?
No, I'll be here for a while. Ideally, sometime next year, either at the beginning of 2025 or at some point between winter and summer. I plan to finally get myself together and figure out where I'm going to go next. For now, I'll be here the rest of the year.
Oh, that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Well, maybe like right before you leave or something, we can have you back on.
Hmm.
And then like when you come back, like or something like that, we can have you on again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just let me know.
But yeah, but
Yeah.
this has been fun. The big question everybody wants to hear from you, or answer for the question that everyone wants to hear. Jumps or flats? Or boneless?
God.
Chicken nuggets. Honestly, I like a good boneless, but I think I'll go with flats because you can get more of the meat. But I do,
No,
I have to
she
rank
said
it.
flats. She said flats, bro.
Are you drums and your flats? Ah,
I was
So-
starting to. I was down bad. I was down
He's
bad.
still down bad.
I got like
He's down bad.
flats way up here, and the amount of people like drums down here. But I was starting to gain some traction.
He's got like 5 people with drums
oh,
and 10
shoot.
flats.
Yeah.
Make
Should
it
I-
11 now. It's all good.
Then
Yeah.
I'll say drums.
No, it's fine.
'Cause
Say
drums,
boneless.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's all right.
People will see. People will see.
You know, I like all 3. They're all great. I put them on equal plane.
That's
They're
what,
delicious.
do you have like a favorite wing spot?
I like their mango habanero and their garlic parmesan. They're pretty good.
Nice.
I mean like your
What?
favorite place for
Like
wings.
a chain.
Yeah.
Like a food chain.
Oh, Wingstop.
Wingstop.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Nice.
Lit.
I haven't eaten at Buffalo Wild Wings, so I wouldn't know.
You've never eaten there?
Dang, that's crazy.
I used to always think that was like the spot, and then I went to Wingstop for the first time with this guy, and I've never gone back willingly. Like if somebody's like, "Let's go to B-Dubs," I'm like, "All right."
Their ranch is good at Wingstop, so can't blame you.
Oh.
Their fries are good.
Valid.
Yeah. So sorry, not Wes. Sorry, sorry, Stir
Yeah.
Flats.
Tough.
Tough. It's all right. We'll see. We'll see how the tally goes for the Santiago Day live show. I might make a crazy comeback.
We'll see.
LeBron 2016. But
Aw.
yeah, this has been Drums or Flats the podcast, episode 16 with Than Povi Martinez, or Povi because white people can't say her name.
White people got this shit.
And we'll drop. I don't know. Do you want like anything plugged, like your Instagram? I know you said you want to like you're on like a down low with your social media, but like you wanted to.
Sure, I don't mind like sharing my Instagram. I won't be on it for a while, but when I eventually do, like check it out. Instagram, Povi MTZ02, and then TikTok, I guess Povi MTZO2, I think. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll figure it all out. All the,
Search up Than Povi, I
Yeah.
guess. See what
Yeah.
you find.
anything she wants will be in the description below. Yeah, we can't wait to see what she does next. We can't wait to have her back on in the future.
Yeah.
Aw.
And yeah, even though today was kind of crazy, power outages and everything, I'm glad we were still able to sit
Yeah.
down and have this
Facts.
conversation.
He's using
Yep.
his truck to keep that fan going.
Yeah, shout out to Comas, bro. Do you have a dream car? I
It
like
was
to
one
ask
of my
you questions.
tate's old trucks, but then he got rid of it. So I was
Tough.
like, I don't know.
Tough. Come on,
Dang.
that's crazy.
I think the one he has now is my dream car. 'Cause it's pretty nice.
He has a nice truck.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah. Sorry, went off topic a little bit. But yeah, this has been Drums Are Flats, the podcast. Yeah,
Toodles.
toodles. Watch out for them coyotes.
Yup.
Peace.
Aloha.
Toodles.